In chapter 2874, Kiara finds herself unexpectedly meeting Julian's parents for the first time. As Julian reassures her of her appearance, she checks her attire to ensure she is presentable for the important encounter. Despite his comforting words, she wants to make a good impression without appearing overly dressed up. She insists on opening the door herself to greet Julian's parents. Upon opening the door, she sees a black business car parked outside her house. A beautiful middle aged woman, resembling Julian, steps out of the car and she instantly recognizes her as Julian's mother. The woman introduces herself as Mrs. Buckham, and Kiera, somewhat awestruck by her youthful appearance and resemblance to Julian, quickly greets her. Julian joins them outside, greeting his mother and Mrs. Buckham. Smiling warmly, inspects Kiara with approval. She finds Kiara even more charming in person than in photographs and is pleased with her son's choice. Mrs. Buckham's immediate fondness for Kiara is evident, and she mentally applauds Kiara's qualities, believing she is the perfect match for Julian. Shortly after, Mr. Buckham exits the car and introduces himself to Kiara, speaking softly and politely, a stark contrast to his usual loud demeanor. Kiara reciprocates the greeting and invites them inside, aware of the cold weather. The Buckhams agree and, with a unified response, head towards the house. Mr. Buckham tosses the car keys to Julian, instructing him to bring the items from the car inside. Despite Kiara's insistence that they need not have brought anything, the Buckhams explain that they have brought simple, down to earth gifts, local specialties such as sweet potatoes, taro, and fruits, as tokens of their gratitude. The Buckhams express their appreciation for Kiara's help in saving Julian, emphasizing their long standing desire to thank her in person. They narrate a fabricated version of the incident where Julian was supposedly saved from a brutal beating by Kiara. This narrative, unbeknownst to the Buckhams, is a story crafted by Julian, who had already confessed the truth to Kiara. Kiara, aware of the real events, listens with a smile and does not reveal the truth to the Buckhams. She acknowledges their gratitude, but downplays her role, stating that Julian's skills in boxing and kicking would have sufficed to protect him even without her intervention. This assertion, while diplomatically deflecting undue praise, also subtly hints at the reality that Julian's encounter was not as perilous as his parents believed. Inside the house, the interaction continues with a warm and welcoming atmosphere. The Buckhams, although unaware of the complete truth, genuinely appreciate Kiara and her family's hospitality. Their humble gifts and heartfelt thanks signify a sincere effort to connect with her and express their appreciation for her perceived heroism. Kiara, on her part, navigates the conversation gracefully, maintaining the facade for Julian's sake. The chapter encapsulates the nuances of first impressions and the blending of families from different backgrounds. Julian's efforts to manage the situation, Kiara's grace under pressure, and the Buckham's genuine yet misinformed gratitude create a layered narrative of familial interactions. The warmth and simplicity of the gifts brought by the Buckhams symbolize their attempt to bridge the gap between their sophisticated lifestyle and Kiara's down to earth environment.